All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a game between Happy versus Lucifer taking place here on Last Refuge. Lucifer actually opening up as the random orc player over here on the top right-hand side of the map, which reminds me I should probably switch colors just in case there is, well, a Blade Master. Let me go ahead and adjust my sound. Someone said the sounds were a little bit too loud. Music down a little, sound effects volume down a little. That doesn't seem like it's too high, but then again, maybe the video was old and, well, people just make comments without really telling me how recent the particular video is. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down in this matchup now. Undead opening down over here. It is gonna, I'm gonna keep on thinking Lucifer is gonna be this guy, but it's really Happy. Lucifer is over here on the top right hand side. I'll try to refer to them as Orc and Undead throughout the rest of the matchup just so I don't get all confused. Now this is gonna be an Orc versus Undead matchup, and I am expecting a Blade Master going up against a Death Knight. Let's see. It is a Blade Master. It is gonna be a Death Knight. No surprises in the hero choices, as things are already well underway. Gonna go ahead and try to head up to that 4x speed. And I'm also really hoping that they fix the replay issue. If there is an early cutout once again, well, we all know what happened. Death Knight once again on the move, making its rounds out. Let's see where it's going to be going next. Meanwhile, off to the north here, Blade Master getting in some damage onto that Ogre Warrior. Gonna see a quick ensnare, but the Grunt is close enough to the action. As you see, the Blade Master actually opening up with Critical Strike. Interesting choice coming across from the normally Undead player. Lucifer opening up with Critical Strike instead of Windwalk. That is an interesting choice there. He will need to get to level 2 rather quickly, but as you can see, that Critical Strike allows that Blade Master to creep out just a little bit faster than normal. Blade Master will sell some items and pick up some additional ones. Healing Salve right there. There is an Acolyte wandering back and forth. Meanwhile, the Blade Master unable to Windwalk, will not be able to get any additional items there, won't be able to go to the Goblin Merchant Shop, instead going straight after the Death Knight, hoping to perhaps pick off and get some easy experience. Blade Master now looking to back away. Inner Fire on that Forest Troll. Let's take a look. Where are all of the units heading back off to? There you see the Blade Master taking a little bit of damage, as the Blade Master now ready to venture forth and try to put in some pressure. Death Knight using a replenishment potion very early on. Death Knight does not want to get attacked by that Blade Master, and that may actually work out well for the Blade Master here. However, the Blade Master is going to quickly find that he is going to be spotted very quickly. Let's see, Death Coil does not get the experience, but gets the item, a Claws of Attack +6, just what the doctor ordered. Forest Troll Trapper right there. Blade Master now trying to put pressure back away again, as we may see some more damage now perhaps getting absorbed onto that Grunt. Blade Master trying to get some easy shots off there. No such luck. Forest Troll Trapper right here. Both sides are trying to engage. Blade Master still does not have that Windwalk, and that is incredibly important, as he's unable to easily put down any pressure with surprise attacks. Death Knight will get to level 2 right there. You see it clear out that Forest Troll Trapper, get to level 2. Let's take a look. Death Knight now with Unholy Aura on the move. Meanwhile, Blade Master trying to focus down this Ogre Magi. Should be able to get the final blow there. Gets an additional Claws of Attack +6. No, I do not want to log out. All right, there you go. Apparently I was disconnected from the server. Hopefully this does not affect anything, as the Grunts are now looking to back away again. All right, ensnare onto an unfortunate Grunt right there. Units need to back away. Blade Master, what is that? Well, more damage onto that Death Knight right there. Low hit point Grunts are retreating back. Healing salves across multiple units, as all the units will be, well, heading back home. One higher hit point Grunt getting into harm's way, hoping that these skeletal minions, well, don't disrupt any of the healing. Death Knight sitting at level 2. Triple Crypt Fiends out onto the field. No more Crypt Fiends in production, as we are already going into the Slaughterhouse. Halls of the Dead upgrading to Black Citadel. We should be going into a Lich, as a very fast tech to tier 3 underway. Blade Master going to go after the Null Overseer here. Null Assassin will get taken down alongside the rest of this creep camp. Another wonderful item will be dropped. Let's see what it's going to be. Was it a second Circlet of Nobility? I do believe so. There, finishing off the remaining Null Assassins as the Death Knight is getting a little bit of burst damage indeed. However, Grunts now need to be backed off here. Cannot take that much focus fire damage. Already down to 213 hit points and dropping rather quickly. Death Coil onto that Crypt Fiend there. Alright, give me 1 second. I need to pause this. Alright, getting back into the action and the game here. Blademaster now, well, trying to chase after that Death Knight. Blademaster down to, well, it's 96 mana. Very, very important there as a couple of skeletal minions will get taken down. Blademaster already with 116 critical strike, sitting at level 2. The Claws of Attack +6 and the Circlets of Nobility all adding just a little bit more damage, pushing that Blademaster damage that much higher. Alright, Blademaster getting some very powerful items indeed. There is a little bit of luck involved. And, well, with Lucifer getting some powerful items on that Blademaster, we'll see what that translates into. Shadowhunter should be coming bearing gifts here in just a moment. Blademaster also with a Mantle of Intelligence. That is going to be incredibly important as well, as the Blademaster may be able to perhaps try and burst down a unit or two. It does have a little bit of experience or a little bit of mana left. Let's take a look. Unit still wandering back every which way. Shadowhunter now out onto the field. Grunt is right here. Blademaster is going to be able to get anything. Yes. Hex onto a Crypt Fiend who just got a little bit too far out of position. There it goes. It gets taken down. Shadowhunter does have perhaps some healing salves as well, as a couple of skeletal minions could get taken down. That skeletal minion, one more shot will do it. It gets taken down there as well. Blademaster, well, already at level 3. Shadowhunter sitting at level 1. Healing salves to go around. You can take a look at that. Well, a nice bit of healing there. It looks like the Shadowhunter accidentally also healed himself. Perhaps a little bit of miss micro coming in from Lucifer. Not well, very aware of how to use those healing salves properly. Blademaster now looking to perhaps aggro and gonna go after that Ogre Magi instead. Perhaps should have let the remainder of these units chase down just a little bit. Blademaster now gonna go ahead and, well, Windwalk right there. There is the reveal as the Blademaster gonna be forced to get away. Blademaster down to 364 hit points as the Blademaster could continue to fight again. Orb of Corruption onto that Blademaster. Blademaster longevity no longer nearly as good as the Shadowhunter sits at level 1. We could see some more fighting once again as the Blademaster reveal should be coming to an end. Dust of Appearance has worn off. Back across over here, Stronghold over here on the top right-hand side of the map. Orc Burrow upgrades are going to be done. We're going to see... Oh, actually, that's actually the Spiked Barricades. Spiked Barricades reinforced first. So, and now we are finally going to reinforce defenses for that Fortified Armor. Interesting choice, especially considering the fact that, well, there's not that many melee units coming across from the Undead army. Crypt Fiends. Obsidian Statues, Lich, all range units. The only thing that are melee is going to be that Death Knight and these skeletal minions. And, well, and not really worth the upgrade for the Spiked Barricades to destroy those skeletal minions. Alright, let's take a look at this. Are we going to see a Healing Ward be thrown down here? Ogre Warrior going to get taken out. Lich already at level 2. Death Knight gets up to level 3. Level 2 Death Coils incredibly important. As you see the Death Knight use the Death Coil to make sure the Blademaster does not Windwalk and steal a bit of experience. More fighting underway. Ogre Magi will get taken down. There it goes. As we're looking at the Blademaster already with plus 24 attack, 3 Circlets of Nobility, and 3 Claws of Attack +6. The downside of this well, group of items, though, is that there is no room for a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. You often need that little bit of extra survivability as an item slot on that Blademaster. Otherwise, things do tend to fall apart. Circlet of Nobility now transferred to the Tauren Chieftain, so perhaps the Blademaster now has some extra room. True Shot Aura maybe given to the Shadowhunter, as the Shadowhunter is a ranged unit, but then again, it may also be sold as well. More healing going around. Back at the other side here, well, Obsidian Statues and Crypt Fiends are all out onto the field. We see a Pit Lord added in as a third hero. 3 heroes versus 3 heroes here. Shadowhunter is going to go ahead and heal back up. Shadowhunter sitting at, well, Sitting at level 2, almost level 3, Tauren Chieftain. It looks like he did go for Stomp. I do not see Lightning Shield, though, or to go alongside that Stomp, as the Blade Master now going to come across inside here, perhaps get in a bit of damage. Let's see where all the units going to go. Oh, quickly getting ensnared and down is that Destroyer. However, a quick Frost Nova Death Coil finishes off a Raider as well. Devour Magic there, as the Raider could get taken down. However, a big Stomp, well, stuns all of these units in its place. Death Coil saves a Crypt Fiend. Grunt now trying to heal back up. You can see that the Pit Lord is using Howl of Terror, and the Destroyers are devouring that magic fairly fast as well. Destroyer may get taken down at the hands of the Blade Master, who does have an Orb of Lightning, as I believe one did get taken down there. All right, Blade Master sitting at level 4. Tauren Chieftain still in this fight here. Speed Scroll being used in order to try to get away, as a couple of low hit point grunts try to get away as well. There goes one grunt getting taken down, but the further grunt was able to escape. All right, a big Stomp right there, only to see Death Coil heal up 400 hit points. Crypt Fiend out just to unburrow to block the path of the Tauren Chieftain. A game of whack-a-mole where the Crypt Fiend pops its head to block the path of the Tauren Chieftain. However, the Death Knight could be in trouble. No, Death Knight is still okay for now. Blade Master, Crypt Fiends, everyone is still hiding around, trying to fight here. What's going to happen? Blade Master unable to get away. Blade Master needed to disrupt the healing, and it did do, in fact, that. Death Knight healing back up. Obsidian Statue rejoining in on the fight as well. Happy could not be happier about those results. Kodo Beast getting added, Tauren Chieftain getting resurrected, 49 supply compared to 39 right now. We are getting into a couple of watchtowers as well, and Lucifer looking for that expansion. The Orc looking for that expansion to perhaps turn this into an economic game, as Happy has already taken the early lead with those battles, getting a supply advantage and also a hero level advantage in 4-3-2. Blade Master, I believe, is for Tauren Chieftain and Shadow Hunter just closed in on that hero advantage gap there. Ogre Magi will get taken down. Healthstone picked up by the Tauren Chieftain, who is now up to 950 hit points because of that Medallion of Courage. Back across the other way, we are looking at Happy setting up an expansion, getting up a Necropolis as well. So this expansion could be very well protected. Surprised at the location of the Necropolis, not using the Necropolis and, position it in such a way where that it's further away from all of the action, but that it does end up exposing the Acolytes just a bit. Lich picking up that Tome of Intelligence. Pit Lord still sitting at level 2. One Destroyer in the air, and Destroyers could live up to their name if they're just constantly removing that Devour Magic debuff. We are looking at a Pocket Great Hall now being done. Expansion is already up. Voodoo Lounge, 2 watchtowers. But I am surprised that Lucifer hasn't built one watchtower or at least an Orc Burrow off over here to try and protect those peons. Wind Rider is also in the air. It does have, armor upgrades in addition to that weapons upgrade. The weapons upgrade, more from the True Shot Aura than anything else. No, that is from the Kodo Beast. The True Shot Aura was sold. Endurance Aura and the Command Aura, or the War Drums Aura, adding in bonus damage. There's that Orc Burrow that I was questioning about earlier. Meanwhile, every respective corner has been cleared out. The majority of the creep camps now gone, except for this red one, which is currently being crept, and this relatively low creep camp here. All right, Tauren Chieftain looks like it will be able to get to level 3. We have Troll Berserkers out onto the field, and with a transition into so many range units between the Shadow Hunter, the Troll Berserkers, the Kodo Beast, and the Wind Riders, I'm surprised that the Endurance or the True Shot Aura was sold. That looks like a bit of a curious miscalculation now, as a peon was doing a bit of scouting, but get taken down and ends up giving the Pit Lord level 3. Most likely Lucifer wishes he could take back that particular choice of actions, giving your opponent an additional hero level. That little bit of experience is often a grave miscalculation, as having that ability going into that next fight could be huge. Lich sitting at 850 hit points, 480 mana. True Shot Aura is there. Maybe the True Shot Aura also onto the crit feeds, giving them an additional plus 10% damage, plus 3 right now. May get higher as the Blade Master now goes after, well, there goes one Acolyte. We are going to see a quick wind walk in order to get away. Blade Master sitting at plus 28 damage at this stage and point, as the destroyers could end up just getting, well, focused down at the hands of the Blade Master rather fast. There's one Banshee right there staying nearby. Oh, are we going to see, oh, a quick 1-2 critical strike, windwalk strike? Not necessarily in that order, as the Acolyte tries to get away but ends up getting purged for all of his effort. Meanwhile, back across over here, Tauren Chieftain pushing back the other way. A little bit of a split army tactic, causing a bit of damage across multiple units as another unit gets taken down. Crypt Fiends, while all of the units were away from the heroes. Oh, one more shot. Oh, wow. That was not finished. The miss from that Blade Master. Is it cursed? Yes, it was. The Blade Master missing that Crypt Fiend, and that Crypt Fiend getting a second chance on, well, death, apparently, as the Blade Master and Hallow Terror now coming across. All right, Pit Lord, Stomp, coming across. Kodo Beast gonna get taken down very easily. Destroyer is gonna be able to devour magic quickly, as the Death Knight unable to use the Scroll of Town Portal because of a Stomp. All right, it must be Father's Day in the land of Tauren, because Daddy's putting his foot down, and, well, everyone is listening. Units getting taken down left and right. Let's take a look at this Blade Master trying to finish off a Destroyer. There it goes. Shadow Hunter at 4. Blade Master now at 5. Level 3 critical strike, perhaps, as the Tauren Chieftain says, you know what? I've had enough of this particular fight. Let me get away. Even with all of that said and done, though, 60 supply compared to 31. Losing the heroes is a big loss, but at the cost of an army, that is not necessarily a good trade either. Still, plenty of gold. Over 1,800 gold right now, so that's, what, a minute and a half worth of free mining on these two bases, going up against Happy. Happy is currently sitting at 63 supply, and if he can get up to a 70 or 75 going up against a 50 supply, he should be fine, as he's now going to force an engagement over here at the expansion location. All right, one watchtower now down. Perhaps another watchtower could get taken down here. Obsidian statue in the back does not have any mana. This could be a problem as well, as we're going to see the Voodoo Lounge get taken out. All right, Blade Master looking to finish off some units, going straight after the Banshee. There is a big strike there. Tauren Chieftain puts his foot down, and, well, another Banshee bites the dust. More battling, more coming across for Crypt Fiend Burrow. However, a burrowed Crypt Fiend, even though it is burrowed, Stomp does not push him out of the ground, as he just stays in place. So, for all of you guys wondering, does Stomp break Burrow? No, it does not. But Stomp does, in fact, break Shadow Meld. That is one ability that it does break there. All right, Blade Master is at 5. No clarity potions that I can see anywhere. We are going to see a bit of an engagement. Destroyer now trying to head back here. Pit Lord going to be getting into position here, and now in comes that damage curse straight up onto the Pit Lord. A big stomp going across multiple units. Death Knight needs the Death Coil. Well, Death Coils the Blade Master. Blade Master down to 11 hit points and survives. All right, a little bit of healing bouncing back and forth here. Blade Master quickly gets out of harm's way. Does not want to be in this fight whatsoever, as the Tauren Chieftain, well, has to be careful as well. 62 supply compared to 59. Death Knight has a small advantage right now in terms of army size, but things may start to swing the other way if he is not careful. Let's take a look back across here. Well, Obsidian statues all getting into position. Destroyers, Crypt Fiends, Banshees all here ready to go, but they are not looking for a fight as of yet. Is this, well, a moment of slowness going to be a miscalculation by Happy, giving Lucifer enough time to build the proper units? We are going into master training on the Spirit Walkers that will give them the ability to raise to raise the undead. Nope, raise the recently dead. How's that? On those other Spirit Walkers. However, Spirit Walkers are currently low in count. I don't believe I see any out on the field right now, and this might be the reason why Lucifer is is going to end up losing the Happy in this fight right now. Even though he has a supply advantage so far, that mastery training is not returning anything now. We are also looking at an additional set of expansions coming across over here at the 10 o'clock location. 3 bases compared to 2. Acolytes also trying to expand here. Main bases are about to be mined out as we have Webb finishing down a couple of Wind Riders. Big stomp in the center of all of units. 300-point critical strike. Tauren Chieftain looking to just continue to fight. Another big stomp across the center again, taking down a lot of units and taking them out of the fight. Blademaster going after the Banshees again. Blademaster, Howl of Terror, greatly reducing the amount of damage he is doing as you see him finally burst down a unit there. Tauren Chieftain throws down another stomp. Crypt Fiends are constantly just getting stomped over and over again as the Death Knight needs to force a retreat. Pit Lord is able to survive as the supply count is 63 compared to 58. Lucifer still down by 7 supply, but has the extra expansion already up and running. Haunted Goldmine here also up and running as well. Let's take a look who is going to have the big home field advantage. Curse across multiple Troll Berserkers. Kodo Beast, nothing in their bellies. No Raider in Snare. And I think that's the real big issue. Are we going to see a Tauren Chieftain with the Stomp? Yes, there is the Stomp. The Kodo Beast perhaps needs to eat that Crypt Fiend in order for it to mean anything. No. A 260 critical strike will be more than enough to finish off the unit. Troll Berserker looking to fight back every which way. Let's take a look. Pit Lord about to get taken down. Meanwhile, Troll Berserkers are all here looking to finish off some of these Acolytes. And with no easy way to stop this, well, pressure, the economic advantage is just going to continue to grow and grow. All right, here we go. In comes the battle. Focusing down onto some of those Kodo Beasts. Pit Lord in that front line position, absorbing a whole bunch of damage. However, he gets stomped on and gets felled. All right, 66 supply compared to 65. Right now, the Troll Berserkers with a crazy amount of damage, just continuing to push it through. And that damage is adding up slowly but surely as the Blademaster may be able to get off another. Well, is he going to get a good Purge Strike? There goes, well, no death onto the Crypt Fiend until hit your target there as the Blademaster is trying to finish off unit after unit, trying to finish off one of those Banshees, unable to do so. Nope, able to do it exactly that time. Death Knight pushing back the other way. All right, Death Knight does a little bit of a chase, reveals the Death Knight in a very forward spot. Not a good position for him to be as the Shadow Hunter, well, now low on mana. Tauren Chieftain also low on mana. What are they going to do as the Kodo Beasts are looking to finish off more and more Acolytes again? All right, a little bit of a taunt back and forth. Crypt Fiends fighting back every which way. Tauren Chieftain trying to swing back around as the Blademaster down to 319 hit points. No easy way to fight and stick around. And a Wind Rider may be a free casualty at this point. Yes, well, pretty much getting ensnared and finished off. All right, Blademaster now going after the Acolytes here. New Voodoo Lounge has been constructed, perhaps over at the 9 o'clock expansion. Meanwhile, Acolytes moving around every which way. A little bit of a traffic jam heading across as the Kodo Beast making it difficult for the Death Knight to give chase. Scroll of Town Portal in order to get away, but a Kodo Beast doesn't get picked up in the mass exodus or the rapture, whatever you would like to call it, as the peons now head back. Death Knight, Acolytes, all units getting regathered. Happy versus Lucifer. Lucifer looking all right so far, getting up some more Spirit Walkers, Medallion of Courage, Pendant of Energy, Clarity Potions being used. And you can see that the Tauren Chieftain is just going to be picking up those items once again and is already back up to 250 mana. And now he should be able to do that one more time. Meanwhile, the Blademaster at plus 37 damage with a very fast attack move speed because of Endurance Aura level 2. All right. Banshee's going to get into position here. 77 supply, 80 supply versus 77. We are now all evened up once more. What is that follow-up play going to be? Anti-magic shell getting added in as well. There's not that much magic damage, but I do believe it does protect from Hex. All right, Tauren Chieftain is going to try and position itself amongst all of these units here. No shade in the group. Nope, Tauren Chieftain accidentally gets devoured magic by a destroyer, revealing him as the Tauren Chieftain now tries to fight his way through. Blademaster continuing to fight. Banshee gonna end up taking some damage. Tauren Chieftain puts his foot down again as the Troll Berserkers are all fighting in a position. Well, all of those units are in the back. As long as all of them are engaging, that is a good spot. Another big stomp once more. Obsidian Statue, Wind Rider constantly getting focused down. Are we going to see Obsidian Statue getting taken down? No, you are not. Death Knight gets up to level 5. 70 compared to 65 right now, as we are going to see more burrowed Crypt Fiends causing problems. Death Knight going to try and surround this one particular Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain using a Potion of Invulnerability, able to get away. As well, you're going to see more units getting finished off here. All right, more damage coming across. Another big stomp again. Are we going to see more Spirit Link cast? There goes one Spirit Walker. Destroyer is able to attack those units while they are in the ethereal form, as the Tauren Chieftain now looks to back away. Blade Master currently revealed. Blade Master gets taken down. Tauren Chieftain can easily get picked off here as well. Death Knight, not enough mana. Scroll of Town Portal being used instead. The writing was on the wall. Didn't want to see it happen as the Kodo Beast gets lost once again. Kodo Beast not good. Well, constantly missing the timing on that Scroll of Town Portal. Meanwhile, back down across over here, 3,600 gold left compared to 2,570. The last gold mines, the last expansions here at the 4 o'clock and 10 o'clock location are going to become extremely, extremely important, as the main expansions or primary expansions are going to be running out of gold soon. 4 minutes and then no more mining. 5 minutes and no more mining there. It could come down to the wire. 78 supply compared to 57. And still, well, Lucifer having a difficult time, now down by 20 supply. This is a perfect opportunity for Happy to just try and push some pressure right now. He knows that he is getting perhaps taxed at the same rate as his opponent. I doubt he would think as his opponent is already at 80 plus supply. And with that, he should engage knowing that he has an army advantage. All right, Watchtower going to get taken down here. There goes one. That fortified armor causing some major problems. Banshees also missing their shots up onto the high ground, as both sides, well, try to take down respective expansions instead. Tauren Chieftain still has a good amount of mana. Will he be able to finish off any of these units? Let's take a look. Unsummoning all of those buildings there. Meanwhile, there goes another Frost Nova finishing off more units again. 76 supply compared to 60. Who is losing out more? Haunted Gold Mine about to be finished. There it goes. Spirit Walkers now making their way back. Not much gold left. About 2.5 minutes of mining here compared to 4 minutes there. 4 minutes of mining, 2.5 minutes of mining. What you see is pretty much what you're going to be getting. 59 supply over 80 compared to 78 over 80. A big advantage by Happy, as the Death Knight may be able to even get a little bit of bonus experience here, finishing off many of these peons and hoping that, well, no additional units can be trained up. All right, Death Coil saving up a Banshee in the backfield here. Are we going to perhaps be looking at possession? Pit Lord now making its way through. Are we going to perhaps see a stomp? Let's take a look. Lich in trouble. Death Coil saves it. However, well, Hex there. Meanwhile, let's take a look. Death Knight continuing the fight. He is Hex. He's going to try to break away again. More damage onto the Destroyer. More disenchant coming across multiple units as the Spirit Walkers could get taken down. Shadowhunter now sitting at level 5. Tauren Chieftain puts his foot down. Does have a bit more mana. 77 compared to 53 supply as well. Lucifer cannot stick around in this fight. All right. Pit Lord continuing to do a bit of chasing. 73 supply compared to 51. And that is going to be the game. Well, yeah, I need to double check that. Happy. Wait, it says Lucifer won? It looked like the replay ended early again. If I had to say anything, I would say that Happy was in a better spot in the end, even though he has the hero score shows something else. Overall resources, yeah, once again, I think the replays may still be broken, even though I got to the end of this particular replay. That would be my guess, my call. Lucifer I think actually lost that last fight, but I'm not 100% sure, and it doesn't highlight a name here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.